Hi guys, how are you? I'm still injured and we're still lawyering. Hell yeah. Though I think it feels better than it did the other day, so baby steps.
Load this data.
Load this dick.
Sure.
Yes.
Alright, you're gonna have to bear with me because I'm sober now and I don't remember what Drunk Brain said made all these voices. I know this guy is apparently Southern. I think.
Yeah.
But I don't remember any of the other voices I did because it was Drunk said.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think you really had anybody else. I mean, you had people, but like they were established before. They didn't like come in out. They weren't like new characters out of the blue.
I know.
You'll know them when you see them. You'll be like, oh, okay, I got this.
Okay, what's sobriety?
I don't know.
I don't know, never met her.
Sober? I barely know her. Ha!
Yipes.
Consume Prilosec.
The bag's out of the cat, or, I mean, the other way around.
Oh yeah, we established this guy had been, watching wrestling instead of paying attention to the foyer.
Hey.
Order in the court! Blah, blah, blah. But Mr. Justice, Mr. Filch's less than stellar work ethic relevant to the case? I don't know.
Goats, bro.
If he wasn't paying the fuck attention...
It's very relevant because while he was slacking off watching TV, there really could have been a Ten Mataro impersonator in the foyer.
I mean...
What now?
Hey, boo-boo.
Granted, this Tanuki was lax in his duties, but he still had the foyer insurance covered. What are you talking about?
Nani? Taka!
Burb.
Burb. Look at that good burb.
This. I'm not a mind reader. Ah! Auditory sense. His eyes may have been slacking off, but his ears were still hard at work. Right, Tanuki?
Oh, come on.
Yo! Anung Un Rama.
Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, and hi, Quattro. Sorry. Hello, everybody. Hello, family. How is you guys today?
They were? I mean, yes. Yes, they were.
Sorry, we just kind of jumped into the thick of it.
Yeah. But you already admitted to slacking off. Now you say you weren't? My eyes might be lazy, but my ears ain't. I would have heard anyone in the foyer. You see, the foyer floor and stairway get all creaky squeaky when someone walks across them. Walks on them. Walks across them.
Walks across them. Crown them.
Crick, crick. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon.
I don't remember it being a particularly creaky floor.
So you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by?
Oh, I'm sorry, Vi. I hope you feel better, boo.
Yep, my ears were working full time. So who's the liar now, you no good shyster?
Who says that?
A lying thief calling me a shyster. This has to be the low point of my fledgling career.
You've been at it for a year now. You don't have to call yourself a fledgling anymore.
Gotta hand it to you, Mr. Blackwheel, sir. You really are something else. I mean, you don't miss a thing. And them bags under your eyes, they're darker than mine.
Wow.
Fair warning, Mr. Filch. Taka is particularly fond of Tanuki. Should you lie to this court again, you may suddenly find yourself on the menu. Please don't eat me, Mr. Taka, sir.
I want that bird. I love good burbs. The witness will henceforth testify truthfully under penalty of painful bird attacks and penalty of perjury. With that in mind, the court requests that the witness revise his testimony accordingly.
is real cute, though. I mean, even though he's an asshole.
I mean, he's not even an ass. He's just one of those, like, lovable rapscallion types who's like, he's probably doing bad shit, but he's not a bad person. He's just lazy and probably real impressionable, and
I don't know. I don't like him as a person. I just think he's cute.
I just think he's real dumb and impressionable and easy to manipulate. But that doesn't mean he's evil. Just like regular Tanuki. They're mischievous, and I wouldn't call them good, but I wouldn't call them evil either.
Well, Tanuki are as mischievous as any other animal.
Animals are mischievous.
But, like, he thieves. He steals things.
Yeah,
and that's bad.
That is bad.
Like if we were, I mean, it's cute and funny in the fictional world, but if we were to transfer this guy into actual real life, he steals from people, and that's dickish.
Yeah.
That's real
But if he were in the
dickish.
real world, he would also be in jail by now.
Exactly.
Yeah, the rapscallion.
It's true I was watching a pro wrestling match on the Office TV.
Oh my goodness, hello Dimension Dude. How are you doing tonight?
Oh my god,
That's
I
the
love that emote.
Cutest freaking emo.
I love it. My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, they were working overtime. The floor's all creaky and squeaky like. No way I would have missed someone walking by. So you see, there weren't no Tim Mataro in the foyer. Superstition is the religion of the feeble minds. Understand. A simple, rational explanation is best. Forget yokai demons and such.
Superstition.
We must use common sense. For lacking that, our entire world would be put upside down. What is it called?
What?
The theory that the most obvious explanation is probably the most correct, or like the most rational explanation is probably the most correct. It's called something.
I have no idea.
Arkham's Razor.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I was like, I'm not sure that has a name.
It does. Arkham's Razor. Yeah! Everyone gets it. Everyone got me. They got my back.
I got your back. I'm just in the heart. I've never actually heard of it. Guys.
Says the convict prosecutor who's totally a sign of the end of times in the legal world. And besides, if there were any yokai roaming about, I'd nab them and sell them to the zoo.
I wonder whether Jinxie was just seeing things.
That seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns.
What guns?
The gun
You have a gun?
is that way.
These guns, Athena. But if we can't prove she saw Temitaro, the mayor's sure to be convicted.
Can I ship? Wait, no, I don't want to ship them. Change
You
my
and your
mind.
ships.
Hey, it's time, all right?
You gotta focus on your... You've already established your ship last time.
Well, no, that's my true ship.
Then
But I want to ship
Stick to your
Athena.
guns.
I want to ship Athena with somebody, but I already ship Apollo with what's her dick? Juniper.
Well, just give it some time. Common sense is not common. Thank you.
Then we better hope my guns fire bullets and not BBs.
The defense must put away his guns and cross-examine the witness, please.
Oh my god.
What?
I just remembered something
What?
from last night.
What?
What's his name?
What?
The Stand. Bad. Is
Oh,
it
Bad Company. Yeah, watched the JoJo movie last night. I'm gonna find a way to watch it maybe with you guys sometime this weekend maybe, because it's great.
Oh my god. Actually, it was 5th grade, but okay.
Oh yeah, Sid's a fierce shipper. You guys gotta know.
It was 5th grade. I got into Inuyasha 5th grade summer. Anyway.
Our mistake.
I mean, that's my brother. He should know.
Oh, what's up? So it took me the names and whatnot, internet handles.
The defense may cross-examine that's you.
Yes, that's what I said. You want to do my job for me?
Maybe.
All right, press everything.
Was it really 5th? Yes, it was the summer of my of my 5th grade year. So technically 6th grade, but whatever.
All right, press
It's
in.
true, I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, they were working overtime. The floor there's all creaky. Oh wait, why am I reading it again? I've already read this.
Because you're too busy thinking about ships, Sid.
I was thinking about Inuyasha, to be fair, that time.
Same difference. You guys can't talk about Animu in chats. You're messing with Sid's mind. You're playing mind games with her. All that weeb shit, she can't handle it. This case is already about yokai.
You are paid for your work, aren't you? So how do you justify watching TV on the job? But it ain't easy being me. I mean, I can't watch TV when we have visitors, and there's no way to record stuff.
You don't have a DVR, boo-boo?
Sorry, am I supposed to be consoling you over your first world problems?
If those are his only problems, he should consider himself lucky.
I guess pro wrestling's serious business to Mr. Filch.
I mean, I guess. Greenie! Hi, Greenie.
Yes, world record. You lied earlier, taking your guard duty seriously. You lied earlier about taking your guard duty seriously, didn't you?
Just trying to drop words to be more efficient, as long as the meaning is conveyed. That's language, folks.
Oh, Dad, ain't no harm in bending the truth a little, right? No, that's called perjury.
Yeah, no, we're in a court.
And this is a criminal case.
Yep.
Somebody died.
Yep.
Listen to me, you little tanuki. Lie again, and Taka shall feast upon that forked tongue of yours. Oh, wow.
Taka's face is so good.
Taka's face is really good, but Black Quill is so extra. Yes, sorry. Just let me keep my tongue. At least leave it until the truth is out of him. In any case, you were negligent in your duties, were you not? Yes, sir, I was, sir. But it ain't like that.
An ask Hawk. The Hawk is the best character. Taka's the best.
Taka is the best. I think we can all agree.
They said he's not even technically, he is Blackwell's bird, but he doesn't live with him in jail, obviously. You can't have pets, so he said Taka lives in the courthouse. He's a courthouse bird.
So you have pretty good ears, Mr. Filch? As good as they come, I'd say. Ain't nothing to hear a creaky floor. Plus, that Tembataro makes a sound when he goes by. It's like a jingle jangle. Jingle jangle? How does he do that?
You know, jingle jangle.
It's that staff of his. That's what jingle jangles.
What's he talking about, Apollo?
Beats me, but I guess Temotaro has a staff that makes noise. In my brain, in my brainium, in my brain.
No, he don't.
I mean, somebody did, but not Temotaro.
Not as far as
We know.
as far as he knows, anyway. Come to think of it, didn't Jinxie mention something like that too?
Mm-hmm. Sure enough did.
And it was real weird because we looked and we were like, Tenmataro doesn't have a staff. But I mean, She said she saw Tematara holding a staff-like object that made a jangly sound. Oh.
Just so you know, Monica is probably my favorite.
Mine too, but don't tell anyone.
Well, Yuri is waifu. Yuri is wife, but Monica is my favorite character.
Yeah. Pretty much same.
I guess that's the source of her noise then.
Apollo, are you eating olives again? Well, Mr. Justice, are you eating olives again in the courtroom?
I'm sorry. Dirty martinis are delicious.
Well, next time bring me one.
I mean, you want one?
No.
There's one floating.
I actually don't. Mr.
Oh.
Filch says Tenmataro jingle jangles, as he puts it. Would you consider that vital information?
Very important.
Yeah, considering, you know, what we know.
Extremely vital. I request that it be added to his testimony.
And that we, object to it immediately.
Buffsky is superior waifu.
Okay,
you might be right there.
about that.
Give martini. If you were here, Liz, I would share my martini with you, and we would indirectly kiss because of it.
Or if we could, like, send it through the internet. Wasn't there a thing someone did where they, like, were able to send lemonade over the internet? I swear that's a real thing that someone did.
I could believe it.
I'm gonna look it up in a minute. We don't need, I don't even think we need to press it. I think we can just fucking object to it, because we got the thing, right?
If Timotara's...
In our court record.
Present.
Present.
The scroll, right? Because the scroll shows him without the staff.
Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Objection!
I'm sorry I'm being so easily distracted.
Who's this gorilla's looking dude?
Just apologize to me, who's so distracted by literally everything about being distracted.
Well, I got distracted by ships, and then I got distracted by Inuyasha, and then I got distracted by the fact I can't talk, and then I was eating olives.
Get your life together, Sid.
I know!
No, I'm just kidding. I don't care.
I'm a whole bunch of mess.
Who's this gorilla's looking? He's a tanuki. Present Pramasic!
Also...
Oh, citrus rum does sound good, but I could definitely see it being... I learned long ago that every flavored alcohol that you buy out of the store that's like, it's this flavored, it just tastes like...
Booty hole.
Yeah, it's like you said, like Lemon Pledge. It's like they take a scent, like an artificial scent, and dump it into it, and it's like, yeah, it tastes like, I don't know, cleaner, but it smells a lot like that thing. Sure enough does.
Tenmataro's staff would make a jangly sound, you say. Well, I'm gonna say that your story doesn't add up.
Is there something the defense would like to share with the court? Since I know it isn't going to be olives.
I tried, okay? I have plenty to share. Mr. Filch, you say that you didn't see Tenmataro on that day of the incident. Why then? Why did you assume just now that Tenmataro would be holding a staff? Huh? You see, the Tenmataro Jinxie saw held a staff in his hands. And she described its sound, just as you did, as a kind of jangly sound. Yeah, so he's holding a staff. What's your point? The point is that Tenmataro doesn't use a staff. Not normally. Not according to the canon.
Yeah. The canon's important.
What you talking about?
What you talking about?
You see, this is the only known document depicting Tenmataro, aka the canon. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch?
Well, you're right, there's no staff. Not even a cane or a walking stick. So the question is, why does the witness think that Tenmataro uses a staff?
I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level. Well, maybe not the most
That's
basic
a little
level.
All right.
Well, now, this is getting interesting.
I do miss playing the handheld versions of this just because you could hold a button and then just say objection,
Objection.
into the microphone.
Yeah.
So satisfying.
Also, I just want to make a point because Tanuki Dude was like, your dark eye bags are even darker than mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's guy liner.
It's guy liner?
Okay, there's a difference between eye bags.
That's an
and guy liner.
amazing phrase. You should patent it.
Oh, I can't patent it. That was definitely Billy Armstrong.
Damn it. All right. Well, Mr. Justice, time to show the court where you're going with this.
Please.
Tell the court why Mr. Filch believes Tomataro carries a staff.
Mr. Filch actually saw Tomataro right after the crime occurred.
Quote unquote.
That's the only way he could possibly know about the staff.
Bam!
Busted again! Bloody hell! That's all I
Is
saw.
he supposed to be English? Because he doesn't come across that way, but sometimes in his vernacular, he sounds real English.
I don't know. We say bloody hell.
That's true, we do. But I started saying it because I had a lot of friends that were English growing up.
Yes, how'd that feel, Blackwell?
You alright?
Not so fun when you're on the receiving end of the blade, is it? Receiving end. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
God,
shit.
what happened?
I hit a button!
Shit. Wait, I got it. I
Nice.
fixed it. I need to
Thanks.
close that. Why is that even open?
I don't know.
It just opened whenever, I noticed it earlier, it opened when you opened this for some reason.
Admit it, Mr. Filch. You did see Tomataro that day, didn't you? Well? I'm begging you, please don't make me say it.
Oh, he's scared.
But clearly you did see Tomataro.
I forgot they're all real superstitious about it.
Stop stalling and testify to that fact. No can do, no way, no how. You ain't got no how. You ain't got no idea how terrifying he can be.
Objection, that's a double negative statement.
He. Mr. Filch still won't admit to seeing Tomataro, even though everyone knows he did. The question is now, why?
Mr. Filch is scared to death.
Yeah. Is that why he can't admit the truth?
Come to think of it. They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul.
That's not what he's scared of, though.
But maybe he is, though, because he's from here, so maybe he's really actually superstitious and scared.
Pretty sure he's terrified of Mr. Fabulous Man.
Well, ¿por qué no los dos?
True.
Testify!
Testify!
I know, I think of it too. Jinxie wouldn't admit to seeing Tenmataro after hearing about the village superstitions. She said that if she told anyone she'd seen Tenmataro, he'd claim her soul.
Right. Wait, you think Filch believes that too? No, I don't. Personally.
I do, just because he's from here.
So Mr. Big Time City Slicker Lawyer has learned about him? Them old village superstitions?
Will the defense please explain what the hell is going on?
The people of Ninetails Vale believe some pretty strange things. Oh yeah, no, never ever go to Coachella.
Oh,
Don't.
I heard about that too.
Yeah.
Apollo and Athena, any more Roman gods in the courtroom? Oh, well, I think that's gonna show up a lot in the next case. Have you ever played an Ace Attorney before, Dimension Dude? Because, this game's all about, not so clever names, but, like, it's very tongue-in-cheek. My favorite name is still the victim's whose name was Dead Man.
Yeah, no,
That one's the best.
that dude was my favorite.
And Frank saw it.
And their superstitions may be the reason our witness here can't admit the truth. The truth that he really did see Tenmataro. Darn straight, that's why. It's all right here.
Oh,
And-
he keeps a little notebook?
And
That's cute.
In a book called Village Superstitions.
Village Superstitions. But yeah, by the way, I've played this before, but Sid hasn't, so if you know spoilers for this game, please don't say them, or I will be very upset with you for real.
Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul? See, that's why us folks in Ninetailsville can't talk about seeing Tenmataro. It clears up one mystery.
Kinda.
The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Tenmataro costume. They knew that there was no one who could talk about him, so it was as if he had never existed.
Which is, as they say, kind of a dick move.
The defense holds that this Tenmataro impersonator is the true killer.
What?
Apollo, your hand is way bigger than your face. Superstitions, you say? What kind of a fool actually believe in such rubbish?
Literally everyone in the village.
And would that using some silly fairy tale so easily expose the culprit? You'll need to come up with a bit more rationale, common sense explanation than that.
Nope.
Your common sense seems to be awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Open your mind.
Try living in my world of narrow cells, mortal danger, and dark, sleepless nights. There's no lack of superstitions in the clink, but few are those who truly believe in them.
Objection!
Well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people of Ninetails Vale. A life or death superstition might make even you a believer.
Oh, ish. I love his fucking shackles.
Ah!
Bingo Bongo! Thanks for the host. How you doing tonight, Cheshire? When we watching Dead Leaves again? Dude, whenever the fuck you want.
Dead Leaves, so good.
You live like 30 minutes from us. Come over and we'll watch Dead Leaves. We're not streaming tomorrow. You should come over.
Order, I say! And I also order that Cheshire should come over and watch Dead Leaves tomorrow.
Dead Leaves, so good.
I know it's short notice, but you should do it.
You fool of a Tanuki. 2 times now your lies have cost me.
God, he looks so mad.
Sorry, I promise not to do it again.
I love the animations in this so much.
Yeah, it's cute. Taka, my fine feathered friend. Have at him. It ain't gonna eat me alive! And for the heels!
Run for the hills. Oh,
He took off.
wait. You can't.
Bailiff, what are you waiting for? What are you... After him with your fastest men! You just let that happen?
Certainly not something you see every day.
Well, it would seem a new and important fact has come to light. A third party disguised as the yokai Tenmataro was at the scene. I said yokai correctly that time.
You did.
And now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact. Any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell?
He's like brooding.
He is. I love it.
I knew you would love him, but he broke him.
Oh!
Huh?
His shackles.
How did he even do that?
I'm too young to die. Oh,
I forgot he said Justice Dono.
I don't want to say it.
Do it anyway. You don't want to say, you're the biggest weeb ever. You should love to say it.
I am the biggest weeb who actually respects Japanese culture, and I know that they never say dono anymore.
But that's the thing. He likes to think that he's a samurai of yore, the olden days.
I know, and it's cringy.
I know.
Justice Dono. Long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade.
If it's any consolation, before this game was localized in the Japanese version, he used like old speak type.
Yeah,
of
like
the
ancient
Japanese dialect. Which I gotta like fucking give respect to the people who localized it, because I know that it's not easy to translate. It's like take Elizabethan and make it even weirder and harder to figure out what it means, and that's like old-timey Japanese speak.
Yeah. Dono is like master or like kind of like
Lord, but not like God Lord, but like Lord, like my liege or whatever,
Yeah.
like somebody of ridiculously high status.
Yeah.
In like a,
it's similar to Sama, but it's
like in feudal Japan.
Yeah.
Like your lord. But yeah, that's how he fancies himself, and he speaks like that in the Japanese version too. So they did translate it correctly.
they did.
So at least know that in its original text in Japan, they made him just like this. So it's okay.
You best say your prayers.
What does dono mean? Dono!
Ah! I'm under my desk again. It'll protect me from anything.
Blackwell mailed.
He's not gonna kill you over it.
Detective, do something!
Have no fear! Fulbright is here!
Still ship it.
When the going gets tough, the champion of justice gets going.
Then get going already before he kills us.
Oh, but I stand in awe of Simon Blackwell, for it is his sense of justice that set him free.
Objection! Objection! I object to Detective Fulbright's definition of justice!
As do we all.
Silence.
I forgot that he does that. Silence.
I'm not in the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards.
Oh, well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, can I ask you to, you know?
I think the judge just forgot he's in charge here.
Hello, all busted, how are you?
So Justice Dono's assertion is this. Tenma Taro is the real killer, not Mayor Tenma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
Well, not a real one.
Right, and that yokai, or rather, whoever was impersonating him, killed Alderman Cuby.
Silence.
Silence.
Care to explain why Jinxie, being the first to discover the murder, did not see her alleged killer yokai there in the Fox Chamber?
She did.
Well, she didn't see him in the Fox Chamber. She saw him outside.
She saw him run by.
Yeah.
He'd already been leaving. He was
What?
getting the hell out.
He's right. She said nothing about Tenma Taro being in the Fox Chamber. Because he went through the fucking air vent.
Oh, yeah. That's a big costume to put through a tiny air vent.
Let me enlighten you.
I misread Yoda as Yoka.
That little scamp heard a dying scream right before she opened the chamber door. Merely
Nice.
this and nothing more. And your point is, in your Edgar Allan Poe reference is weak.
Do better next time.
Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewered murder victim, the alderman. And the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor,
Peacefully passed out.
her dad.
Her dad.
No, there must have been someone dressed up like Tima. Duh! Then why does that little scamp claim not to have seen the yokai in the fox chamber?
Considering her father's accused of murder,
Waiter!
surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the room.
I don't understand. Why didn't she see Tenma Taro inside the fox chamber? There is but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your killer yokai at the scene of the crime.
Oh, right. She did see the murder first and then went to go make a phone call and then went back and saw Tenmataro. Okay.
Yeah.
That's, sorry, got confused on the chain of events there for a second there.
Yeah.
I love the animations in this.
Uh-oh. The final battle draws nigh. Only one of us will leave here alive.
What? No?
Long has my blade first thirsted for blood. At long last, it shall be sated. Wait, this is still a trial, right? Like, nobody's gonna actually die? Show me what you're truly capable of. Justice, Dono.
Taka!
Kick, 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 kick.
The judge does have a magnificent beard.
Thank you. You should see my brother. Sometimes he presides. He's Canadian.
And he's great.
He is great. He's literally the same sprite as the judge, but he's blonde and,
And
Canadian.
Canadian.
Very well then, both parties no doubt need some time to regroup. So the court will take a 10-minute recess in order to...
Damn it.
Ah!
I love recess. 3 minutes.
Well, recess was a good show. I'm sorry, but a 3-minute recess.
Just so. Plenty of time if your destination of intent is the loo.
Unless you're a chick, then you might need a little... See, you gotta be English, right? But, I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying, like, I'm starting to suspect.
You mean the bathroom?
Sheesh, at least include enough time to wash your hands.
Especially if you're a lady.
See that you take no more than 3 minutes. All latecomers will be punished.
Well, I guess I'm holding it, Apollo.
Yes, sir. I hereby declare a 3-minute recess before the battle begins. I mean the trial.
I declare Prosecutor Blackwell the winner of this round, Simon says.
Doesn't bode well for us and the prosecutor is running the show, does it?
Skip to my Luma, darling.
Hey, I watch what's up.
Going out for a ripper, you bud?
Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
I need more dirty martini.
If you've never seen Just Out for a Rip,
Do it.
please stop watching us for a second. Open a tab, go to YouTube. Mute our stupid voices. Go watch Just Out for a Rip. I love it so much.
Do yourself a favor.
He busted out of his shackles.
Yeah, what was that all about? Guess they don't make shackles like they used to.
Better be careful, Apollo. You've really brought out the samurai in him. Especially after you proved there was a Tenmataro impersonator at the manor. Thank you,
Thank you,
Liz.
Liz.
You're a treasure.
What's with that guy and the whole samurai act, anyway? Such fine swordsmanship. That is no mere act. Mr. Justice, it's high time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel. No, wait. Let's save the dueling until after we prove your innocence.
Even then, you won't get the chance because he'll be in jail again.
I suppose it can wait till later. Does anyone remember we're conducting a trial here?
No.
Athena, I'm gonna go wash up.
Remember what Blackwell said, Apollo. Don't be late.
Oh, I'm gonna be hella late.
He's gonna go out for a rip.
Blackwell can kiss my ass.
Now then, I believe our next witness is Miss Jinxie Tenma, a maid at QB Manor. I believe we can proceed now, if the witness is ready, that is.
Oh no, Jinxie! Nuhayan, leader of the 100 demons, he really does exist. Wow. That is one well-polished tray.
She's a good maid.
The witness will show her face while in court, or her testimony will be inadmissible. What is it, my child?
Pecan! Nurarihion, leader of the 100 demons. I can read.
What, you think I'm a yokai? Ha! Well, I was once known as a judicial monster of sorts. A beast of the bar. A demon of due process, if you will.
My charm has no effect. The demon of due process? I'm not sure I can see that one.
Now, you little scamp.
Don't be rude.
My voice cracked, sorry. Cynthia, what's up?
Hi, Cynthia. Yes.
How are you afraid of the judge, but not this motherfucker?
Hmm.
I trust you know why you're here.
Maybe she likes birds. Bags.
Bags. Oh, that's a tricksy Tanuki. Try the noodle stand and go enjoy a big bowl of Tanuki tail noodles while you're at it. Everyone's a comedian.
No, I meant your bags. The ones under your eyes. You must have trouble sleeping.
I told you guys it was guy liner.
Here, this charm will keep Azukirai away.
Azukirai, the yokai that washes Azuki beans.
You freaking weeb!
The only thing needing a washing will be your father's neck before I take his head clean off.
Hello, beneficial. How are you?
Azukirai often keeps people up at night with the noise he makes washing beans.
Also, Azuki beans are delicious.
Are they?
They're red beans, like red bean paste.
Oh, hell yeah then. I'm all about some red bean paste. But if you stick this charm on your forehead, you won't hear him anymore.
That's very sweet. Is that so? Well, thank you. You're adorable.
Looks like Prosecutor Blackwell got more than he bargained for.
They're bad enough alone, but together, these two are just plain creepy.
Your testimony, if you please, Miss Tenma. Specifically, whether or not you saw Tenma Taro when you discovered the crime scene.
Did that girl get spiritually bopped in the forehead? No, it's to keep the demons out.
It's to keep the demons away.
Did I see Tenma Taro in the Fox Chamber?
Hold on, pause. Do you need more drink?
Yes.
I need more drink.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go get us more drink. You read this testimony.
Okie dokie.
Hello.
Well, when I opened the door, I saw, yes, now I remember, Yokai! Yokai, right there in that room! So, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime. Lots. And lots of them. Wait, more than one yokai? Did Tenmataro happen to be among them? I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is the room was swimming in yokai. Kasha, Norikabe, Seto Taisho, they were all there.
Well, this is kind of an unexpected turn of events. We've gone from no yokai to like a flood of them.
This is ludicrous. You would have this court listen to this delusional little scamp's testimony. Gah! Your Honor, I believe her memory is simply clouded by fear. But a quick therapy session should ease her mind.
That's my specialty.
With the court's permission, of course.
What a fabulous idea! Please proceed, Miss Sykes.
You sure you know what you're doing, Athena? She's obviously not herself. The trauma of discovering the crime scene and fear of testifying have her dazed and confused. Regular ball of confusion. But my analytical psychology-based approach should be able to help.
Any objection, Prosecutor Blackwell? Shall we let Miss Sykes proceed?
It makes no difference to me as I speak slowly. Do as you will, but I doubt we shall get any viable testimony. She'd be better served by bearing witness to the sword skills I forged in a distant land. So edgy. Huh. I'll show you. That's not how therapy works. No! Stop! Don't! This is the most plausible explanation for an Ace Attorney power in the entire series. Trust me. So basically, Jinxie gave us a bogus testimony, but it's because she's traumatized.
It's because she's terrified.
So Athena's like, here, I'll fix it with Widget. Here I go.
Aw, Widget.
And I already read the testimony, so we just need to go through it and figure out what's going on. So I leave that to you, because I've played this before, so
Right.
you get to analyze. But I've already read her testimony. It's very short, and there's not much to it.
She's so cute.
Found something. Huh. It looks like an out-of-control emotion. Oh yeah, this happens sometimes.
Athena, what exactly are we looking at here?
Oh, this? It's one of Widget's functions, conveniently. Right here you can see images and emotions extracted from the witness's voice.
Whoa, you mean that little thing can do all this?
Yeah, I mean, this is... You know, I ain't gotta explain shit. It's a video game.
Pretty cool, huh?
And here I thought it was just some kid's toy.
Unfortunately, all I'm getting is an overflow error right now. Oh yeah, this is a flashback case, so this is technically the first time she's ever used it in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
See how sad is brightly lit there at the bottom left? She's under an uncontrollable amount of distress, which is masking her other emotions. It seems the sheer terror she experienced has made her a confused mess.
So all these yokai she thinks she saw are a product of rampant emotions?
Yeah, that's right. It happens to people sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Her fears instilled in her hallucinations and false memories. She's seeing normal, everyday objects as monsters in her mind. It's a form of schizophrenic hallucination brought on by emotional trauma.
And the trauma in Jinxie's case is fear.
So she was, and still is, seeing ordinary objects as yokai.
Oh, you think this is a Deus Ex Machina? Oh my goodness. And I wasn't kidding when I said Athena's power makes the most sense out of everyone else's powers, because Phoenix's is about spirits and shit. I don't really get what Apollo's is all about.
Bracelet!
I have a bracelet and it makes me focus real hard, and I can see when you twitch sometimes.
When you fidget.
But sometimes people fidget even if they're not lying. So it's like...
We'll have to find the root cause of her extreme fear before I can treat it.
Or, you know, like, delve into it. Treat's not the right word.
I was about to say.
It's not. Treat's not the right word at all. But, I mean, we can analyze it. That's the best word. Now let's see.
This shit usually takes like months to do.
That does kind of look like SpongeBob. But you're not really curing her of anything. You can refer her to an actual therapist after the trial. This is just us trying to figure out what's going on in her brain. For the sake of the trial.
Apollo, can you point out the yokai on the Wheel of Fire? She seems particularly terrified of that one. It went down, 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 and the flames went higher. Start by tapping the probe button. Next, point to what's causing Jinxie's out-of-control emotion. Finally, tap probe again to try and get to the heart of the matter.
Okay, let's give this a try. Touch the probe button.
Boop!
Point to the cat monster.
Burns, burns, burns! The Wheel of Fire! Wheel of Fire.
And probe it.
Hell yeah, opening a bottle of sake has never been more appropriate for a weeb case like this one.
Jinky.
Jinky!
Jinkies.
Jinkies!
Jinxie, what's the name of that yokai on the Wheel of Fire?
That's... Akasha. A yokai that steals the bodies of the recently deceased. I bet it came to steal the aldermans.
It's almost creepy how well that fits the actual situation.
Exactly. It's a form of hallucination where the patient can't see things for what they are. There must be something at the scene of the crime that she's mistaking for Akasha. Apollo, you need to point out what she thought was a yokai on a Wheel of Fire.
I think I know the answer now. Jinxie, that wasn't Akasha you saw. Could you have possibly mistaken this for Akasha? Wait. I guess... Wait. I'm confused.
In what way?
Are we looking for things that symbolically represent the Kasha or physically look like?
Basically look like.
Okay.
It's just her mind, her ridiculously shocked and traumatized mind seeing shit everywhere.
Well, I would say somewhere between the fox and the chandelier.
Yeah. Trust your gut. No, I'm not gonna tell you the answer, but...
Probably gonna go more towards the chandelier because, you know.
No. If you were doing Shaggy, he would be like, Zoinks! It was the babe that said Jinkies. I'm closet Velma. I love Velma. I didn't really care about Daphne.
Nobody cares about Daphne.
But I did also ship them, to be fair, at the same time.
Oh yeah, well who doesn't?
Well, but tons of people all the time were all about, they were like Daphne and Fred fucking in the Mystery Machine. I was like, nah.
I mean, they probably did a couple of times, but I'm just letting you know that Velma got involved. And then it became just Daphne and
There
Velma.
was that thing that, like, hinted at it, but that was, like, the newer Scooby-Doo stuff.
Yeah.
That was way more recent. Before that happened, everyone was like, Daphne and Fred have a thing. Like, they got it going on. They just, like, mess around in the Mystery Machine while everyone else does stuff. But I always was like, I don't like Fred. So I was just like, when shit came out and people were like Daphne and Velma, I was like, yeah.
No, I'm gonna tell you
Heck
what.
yeah.
No, I'm gonna tell you what the real tea is, though. Like the actual canon tea is that yeah, sure, Daphne and Fred, yeah, they were fucking once upon a time, and then they invited Velma along one time just to spice things up a little bit, and then Daphne was like, "This is way better."
Oh my god, I could totally see it. That's
Exactly.
amazing. Bless you, Sid. I love you.
I know. I only tell the truth.
Yo, Cicey, what up? Speaking of shipping the dankest gay shit, what up, Cicey? The light fixture, yes.
This one right here, it has a flame design, and it's up there on the ceiling. It was never really a yokai on a wheel of fire. The kasha you saw was just a light fixture.
Are you okay, Apollo?
I'm a little drunk.
But you didn't have that much to drink.
No, I'm not really drunk.
You're not really drunk.
I just had a hiccup, and it was stuck in my throat.
How you were having like some acid reflux earlier? Are you okay now?
Yeah, no, I took the Zantac.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes, you've been summoned.
But no, that was just a hiccup.
Cicey, I hope you have been well, my dude. Hey, that's one memory back to normal. Nice job. Good on you, Apollo. Now that you've got the hang of it, it should be a cinch to point out the rest.
Why don't you suck my cock?
What? Apollo, that was really mean. I'm gonna tell Phoenix on you.
Do it. I don't care. This is not gonna be easy.
I mean, maybe if you just, like, look and use your eyes and your brain.
And you know what? Why don't you suck my dick?
Well,
Those things are hard to do.
You know what, Sid? I hadn't thought of that. You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't consider it.
Jinxie, what about these white wall-like monsters? What about this white wall-like monster that looks like SpongeBob?
Yeah, I was like, you mean SpongeBob? That's SpongeBob SquarePants. It's a wall monster that blocks your way or leads you astray. He's an obnoxious voice, but an amazing voice actor.
It's no yokai, Jinxie. It's a folding screen.
So, Tom Kenny could probably also do a really good folding screen voice.
And this raccoon dog isn't a tanuki monster. It's just a statue of one. And look, these are just coffee cups. And this right here, it's nothing more than a fox statue.
So you didn't even have to do any of the work.
I know, right?
I don't know what I was thinking.
You were scared, that's what you were thinking.
It's just that she was traumatized, that's all. She was just a little bit traumatized.
Seeing dead bodies and shit.
Yeah.
You did it, Apollo. Her extreme fear is under control now.
She's just, like, kind of morbidly terrified.
She just thought her father was dead for a while.
It was all just my eyes playing tricks on me. There weren't any yokai after all.
She is so cute. And I love her little sperm brows.
I know. See? A clear-cut statement. That's the power of my psychology and your intuition, Apollo.
Oh, look at Polly.
We make a good team.
We do. We're not a ship, though. I'm going out with Juniper.
Yes, you're definitely going out with Juniper.
And just like we thought, there never really were any yokai in the Fox Chamber.
Right. There never really were any yokai there.
But there were yokai, they just weren't there.
So the defense is asserting the exact opposite of their original assertion.
That's not what I said, asshole!
Wait, Jinxie, what about Tenmataro?
There wasn't anyone there dressed up as Tenmataro. Or any other yokai either. I remember it clearly now. You gotta be joking!
Oh, they're so defeated.
Oh.
It's precious.
Order! Order in the court!
No!
Tom Kenny is an amazing voice actor, and he's actually a pretty cool dude from what I understand.
Yes.
Which is apparently hard to do these days. Be talented and successful and also just be a cool dude.
Yes.
And Tom Kenny is up there.
Yay. I think we just dug our own grave. Allow me to push you in. It's the least I could do.
Aw, thanks.
No!
Apollo! Can I interrupt your freak out for just a minute? I'm still picking up some noise. It's an unexpected emotion.
Does that mean Jinxie hasn't remembered everything yet?
Exactly. We should be able to get something else out of her. I'll enter the new information we have and run an update.
You're so cute.
Thank you. I love Maya very much, and I love Mia very much. But Athena is actually my Ace Attorney waifu. She's my favorite. I love her so much.
I'm a little surprised because I thought Athena was the second waifu. I thought, what's her name, was the first waifu. Oh god, why can't I remember her name?
What's her name?
German girl.
Oh, Francesca von Karma?
Yes.
I love Francesca, but no. Athena's my Ace Attorney waifu.
Okay. So who's second?
It's Athena and Emma, actually.
Oh yeah, no. How could I forget Emma? Oh my god.
Athena and Emma Sky are neck and neck for my Ace Attorney waifus.
Okay. So aside from those two, who's next?
Maya.
Maya? Really?
Yeah. Well, I have an attachment to Maya, so it's
Oh.
like a personal thing.
Right.
It's like
No,
how
I
I am
understand.
with all the characters I've ever voiced in my life.
No, I totally understand. I get it. I'm a little surprised though because Francesca is very your style.
Well, Francesca is my only Yuri ship. Francesca and Adrian
And
Andrews. Yes. That's everything but canon. Like, it's so heavily implied it's not even funny. How have we been? Good. My shoulder's starting to heal up. I'm still not playing any video games right now to, like, so I don't accidentally hurt myself again.
My legs gave out and I fell to the floor.
Info update! There in the fox chamber, I saw the alderman dead on the table and Papa collapsed in a chair. And more! But wait, there's more! Nobody else was there, and that includes Tenmataro. Well, she still seems surprised about it, but I guess that makes sense.
Wait, what am I supposed to do?
Try to find the emotions that contradict her statements.
All of those emotions didn't really contradict.
Well, we'll look through them again. Sometimes it has to do with the level.
Oh,
Because you've noticed that sometimes it's more
they
and sometimes
pulsate
it's
very-
less.
Yeah. So if I find a contradictory emotion, I should point it out?
That's right. But it's not just contradictory emotions you should look out for. You should also keep an eye out for sudden changes in the emotion's intensity. Her emotions might get stronger or weaker as you move from statement to statement. It's important to compare how the same emotion changes throughout the testimony.
Ah. Contradictory emotions and changes in intensity. Okay. I'll give it a shot.
This is where Athena's power can get a little bit more difficult in the same way that Apollo's can get a little more difficult when it's more subtle.
Okay, so sad and surprised. Sad's a little stronger.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I was so scared when I entered the room. These are about equal.
About equal.
which
Makes
yeah,
sense
Makes sense.
so far.
My legs gave out and I fell to the floor. Yes, this makes sense.
Does it? She seems less sad.
Yeah, but she's totally shocked. You would be shocked that your legs give out, wouldn't you?
Maybe. We'll go through the rest of it, but it seems weird that her sadness is suddenly, like, not as much.
See, for me, this makes sense, but you're also more equipped to Phoenix Wright logic.
Well, she just told us to look out for the variations in intensities, but we need to look at the whole statement in order to figure it out from there.
Right. Right. There.
It might not be subtle to us at first.
Okay, so these are
These
about
are just about the same.
Yeah.
I think sadness is a tiny bit more intense, but they're almost the same.
equal. There in the fox chamber, I saw a shiver.
And sadness is also what they have secondary emotions. They're not just happy, angry, sad, surprised. They have secondaries. I remember surprise is also confusion.
Yeah, sad was also,
No, angry's also frustration. Sad's also...
fear? Isn't sad also fear?
Yes, I think so. I think it's also fear. Like fear and dismay, or whatever.
The alderman dead on the table and Papa collapsed in a chair. And these are about equal.
Just about. It would make sense for her to be sadder because her dad is there.
Right.
Nobody else was there, and that includes Ten Mataro.
She's more sad and less.
Less surprised and confused.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's either the last statement or the one where it was less sad. One or the other. So we can save and then try them in sequence.
Wait, what am I supposed to do? Let's save.
Yes.
That's what we're supposed to do.
You're supposed to save. Oh no, you got bad sake? That's the worst. I find, especially when it comes to sake, it's particularly disappointing when you find bad sake.
Yeah, always go for fucking Hanasake. Hanasake is dope.
Hanasake is okay. It's not the best sake I've ever had, but and I would back it up with the best sake I've ever had, but I don't remember the name of it because I was like less learned in Japanese at the time, and it was a Japanese name, and I don't remember what it was. A friend gave me some, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Hanasake is good though.
Hanasake is good. They got that green apple shit. Oh, Fuji apple, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Fuji apple.
They got that Fuji apple, that lychee.
Did you just dab?
Because it's lychee.
We're gonna break up.
You're the one who's into dabbing.
I'm not into dabbing. I just made your figure dab that one time.
You told me to draw it.
Yeah, I told you couldn't move it until you drew it.
And then I did.
Because it was funny that I could make it dab because it was a figurine that was supposed to be for drawing reference. And I was like, what if I made it dab? But I've never dabbed in my life, personally.
I was channeling my inner PewDiePie.
I'm gonna break up with you right now. We are no longer Watashi Machine. This is now Watashi and the Machine. We're not together anymore.
No, it's fucking PewDiePie.
Yeah, the webcam's not on today, so you guys just have to take my word for it that Sid dabbed and our relationship is over.
It's the PewDiePie dab though, where it's like really over exaggerated. It's like.
Want to know the difference between good and bad sake? You would if you've ever had bad sake, because bad sake assaults your senses of taste. At least in my experience, I've had really, really bad sake, and it like dries your entire mouth out, and then you're just like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to get rid of this awful taste. It must have gone warm or gone bad or something. Oh yeah, there are certain sake that's like, some people prefer to have it warmed, some people prefer to have it cold. It just depends, I think, on the sake or on your personal preference.
For me, I don't usually like warm sake, but that's also because I don't
either.
I don't like warm alcohol.
I don't either. I used to when I was into like Irish coffee. I was into hot toddies.
I'm not.
But I'm not anymore. My stomach can't handle it anymore.
Yeah, no, same.
Hey crap, baby, what's up? But yeah, find the emotions.
So if I find a contradictory route, I'm going to know.
Yep. But it's not just contradictory and stuff.
Yeah,
We've already been through this. It was chunky. Oh no, that's gone off, dude. That's not good at all.
Ugh.
I am so sorry.
Okay.
Sake should never be chunky. I think that just went off. Let's do them in order then. Do the sad one first, and then if it doesn't work, then do the last statement.
I was about to say I was going to do this one first.
Yes.
So wait, this.
No, wait, it was the sad one, not the surprise one. Because
Oh.
it was like less sad. That was the weird thing to me. Oh, hey, but she didn't deduct any points from you. So that was nice. Or the judge didn't. He's gone easy on you.
Well, we were just talking to Athena. So I think this is
Well,
like
the judges had ordained it, so it was like, I didn't know if he was going to penalize you.
I think this is just like babying you through this.
So that you can, because this is the first time you've ever gotten an overload emotion. Oh, we got it, though. That was it.
Yeah.
It was either that one or the last one, so.
The amount of fear you felt is rather low despite your legs having given out from fright. Could something have lessened your fear?
Actually, I did experience a sudden burst of courage at that moment.
You did? Where did it come from?
Let me think. Oh, it was Mama. I suddenly felt as if she was there with me. Okay, I'll enter sudden burst of courage. Now let's see. Ah, look! Oh, look at that, Jinxie.
She's so cute. She's so cute.
Apollo, the noise is all gone. Jinxie seems to have remembered everything now. Yeah!
It'll never be that easy in future cases.
No. Sudden burst of courage. Now where could have that come from? Jinxie, was there something that gave you a sudden burst of courage?
Yeah, there was, but... I realized I had done something naughty when I thought about it later.
Something naughty.
Naughty.
Any idea what it could have given Jinxie that courage?
Well, there is one piece of evidence that comes to mind. I wonder if she saw something like it at the scene of the crime. This.
Yeah! Because she liked it because it was her mama's favorite.
Jinxie, you didn't happen to see a nine-tails flower there at the scene, did you?
The demon lawyer strikes again. I can't hide anything from you. I found a small case with a picture of a nine-tails flower on it, and I liked it so much that I kept it.
No. You what? You can't remove evidence from a crime scene.
I know I said it was naughty.
That's right, young lady. Removing evidence is a big no-no.
But she loves her mama.
Yeah, but it's a crime scene.
Yeah, but she loves her mama, so all is forgiven. I forgive you.
Produce that evidence this instant, and we'll forgive you.
Sorry.
Does seem to be some sort of case. Oh, look, something slid out.
A key!
It appears to be a key.
Might I have a look, your baldness?
Taka, please.
Is none other than the master key to QB Manor.
Are you certain of this, Prosecutor Blackwell?
Matches the serial number of the key that went missing after the murder.
Taka's such a good boy.
He is. A master key that went missing? Well, I don't really like the sound of that. Our little scamp here stumbled upon an article of unimaginable consequence. That's a little melodramatic, don't you think?
Yes.
These words, for I shall say them but once. The sole key to the box chamber has in this little scamp's constant possession. Has been in this scamp's constant possession. Ergo, she was the sole person who could have used it before, during, and after the murder. Which leaves the master key as the only other key that could have opened the chamber.
But
the master key was found in a room that had been locked by this girl.
What?
And your point is? Until Jinxie Tenma opened the box chamber with her key, the room had been locked tight from the outside world.
It's a locked room murder.
There was no one else in there save the victim and his killer. I trust you figured out for yourself by now. A killer, other than Mayor Tenma himself, would be utterly inconceivable.
well, I mean, I don't know about that.
Inconceivable! Inconceivable!
Why is he chained up? He's a criminal. He's a convicted criminal who used to be a prosecutor, but he's been in jail this whole time on death row, and the head prosecutor assigned him to this case personally, so she pulled him out of jail. How could this happen? Ugh!
The defense's assistant will refrain from growling her frustrations. It's freaking me out.
Athena, are you alright?
I know Mayor 10 was innocent, but there's nothing we can do. This sucks.
Sykes, don't know. Allow me to put you out of your misery. I can talk.
Can I decline your offer?
Abandon your client and your misplaced faith in him. Let the relief of the clear head and a clean conscience come rushing in. That will make the inevitable guilty verdict far easier to accept. Great! Now he's playing Simon Says with us. Well, he's not gonna fool us with his stupid mind games. Athena, don't fall for his tricks.
Now I'm the one who's dazed and confused. I can't even think straight.
Hey, are you alright? She fell right into his trap. Now I suggest you make a mad dash from the courtroom into the wild blue yonder. Only by running shall your mind be cleared and your conscience cleansed.
Alright, I'll be back in 10!
Stay with me, Athena! Don't let yourself be twisted by that samurai!
Apollo?
Mr. Justice? I had the word objection, but what is it you object to?
Huh? Oh, right. That objection was more of a reflex than anything else. Though I was hoping something would come to me while I was trying to stop Athena.
Oh man, dazed and confused. I've been trying not to make reference, but it was fucking good as shit. So,
Good movie?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Good movie.
Court's waiting, Mr. Justice. No, as it stands now, I'll be forced to declare your client guilty and your legal skills suspect, if this is it. Now, do you have anything that could overturn the prosecution's case?
Well, actually, I do. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
Apollo Justice.
Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
I'm fine. Apollo, you do have something more than your cords of steel, don't you?
Maybe. Not really. But we'll be fine.
But
I've got absolutely nothing. But that's never stopped me before. I have to explain how the real killer could have escaped that locked room. Because it's all over if I don't.
Apollo, this calls for a new approach.
It's the fucking map.
Try to think outside the box.
It's literally or in this case, inside the box. What a doozy of a locked room it is, too.
Twisted Samurai would be a good metal band.
It's the map. It's the map.
Oh, hell yeah, Led Zeppelin.
It's the map.
Mr. Justice?
It's the map.
Do you have anything that can counter the prosecution's argument? Or map or,
I do. It's the map.
map or something?
You bet I do. The real killer must have escaped from the locked room one way or another. Escaped, not escaped.
I was gonna say something, like a weird quip about it, but it's fine. You already did it.
Vague conjectures shall only earn you a taste of my blade, Justice Dono.
There's no X in escape, and there's also no X in espresso.
I would never make that mistake.
Just so everyone else
Even
knows.
drunk, I would never make that mistake.
So you guys know, it's not espresso, it's espresso.
Time to die. Time to do or die. Literally.
Just time to die.
Just time to die. Excuse me, Rip. Rip and spaghetti.
You must die.
You must die.
You killed me.
Good.
Good.
The defense will now explain how it will be possible to escape, not escape, mind you, a locked room.
I called myself out.
You did. I wasn't gonna pick on you for it. I'm sorry. Are you sure about this, Apollo? Can you really explain what happened?
Yes, I have the map. I'm fine. We just need to think of this whole escaping a locked room thing over from the beginning. DMX escaped.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. If the killer escaped, how could they have done so?
The choices are pretty limited.
Where the fucking the map?
The room has a window, but... I mean, we know about the vent. There's just no way to get to it.
Fucking stand on the Tanuki statue.
It doesn't open wide enough for anyone to get through, and there's a sheer cliff outside. As for the air vent... It's up too high, and there's nothing you could stand on to reach it.
The Tanuki statue was right there!
Even that's too low, to be completely honest.
Not if you were a full-grown
You would
person.
barely be able to... You would still have to, like, jump to grab it, and the Tanuki statue would have been moved over and slightly... Maybe you would have even kicked it over, but there's no way you would have been able to move it back towards the door afterwards.
Whatever.
And needless to say... The Forbidden Chamber wouldn't open no matter what we did, so that's out. As far as we know.
Yeah, that's why we gotta keep the solution simple. Like they say, simple is best. We need to rule out all of the absolutely impossible escape routes. Then whatever's left just might lead us to how the Fox Chamber was compromised.
Okay.
Your Honor, the defense proposes that the killer escaped through here. Fuck. I want to say the air duct, because I don't know where the Fox Chamber leads to.
Well, you're probably right. I mean, why would there even be an air duct? This is the first case to even call attention to an air duct. You could probably save too if you wanted to.
I do want to. You're right.
Normally they don't let you save during shit like this, but when it comes to like pointing stuff out on a map, I've noticed there's a trend of them letting you save. It's only when they want you to present evidence that they're like, nope, too bad.
Okay, I want to do it right on the... Yeah.
And who knows?
A hallway door? Well, yes, I suppose that would be the only way out.
What? No.
Maybe you need to... Maybe you need to select the... where the air vent comes out?
I literally had my finger on the word air vent.
I know, but you know they're finicky. It's got to be one of the entrances, probably. Either where
Okay.
you would go in or where you would come out.
Alrighty.
And we'll let this one slide.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, then we'll have to try something else. Maybe the chamber. Yeah, don't kill us, please.
I'm fine!
I'll be fine as long as you don't fucking cut me down.
Oh, wait, what?
Wait, the reason the Fox Chamber's hallway door was locked was because... Whoa, I didn't even think about... How would we be able to even prove it one way or the other? Well, if she saw the key when she... Well, no. When she initially went in,
Uh-huh.
she fell to her knees, and the key thingy gave her courage, and then she took it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was before she called the police, because that's when she first went in.
Mm-hmm.
So Tenma had to have locked it from the inside? Because if he locked it from the outside, then they would have found the key outside.
You're right. Mayor Tenma locked it himself after the killer fled the scene.
That's not really where we were going with it, but...
Just in case the killer decided to
Okay,
return.
maybe I was wrong.
That would explain why the room was locked?
I see, I guess. Then again, wouldn't Tim have mentioned that himself?
Oh, maybe it slipped his mind because of the blow to his head?
No, I guess maybe he did lock it from the outside to make it look like it had to have been a locked room murder.
I have already considered
Damn it!
and investigated such possibilities.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking work. Thank you. You have. The mayor's fingerprints were not found on the door or its doorknob.
Damn it.
The only fingerprints found belonged to the alderman. Ergo, the mayor did not so much as touch the door.
Well,
Oops.
ipsy pipsy.
Oopsie poopsie. Okay, then how about...
We don't need to reload from just one penalty. It'll be okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The perk blocked it from the outside.
It's the only other way.
It locked on its own.
There's no way it locked on its own.
What if the room was locked from the outside? In other words, the killer took the key through the hallway door and then Youch! Consider this. The master key was found inside the tightly locked fox chamber.
That's what I thought!
Any assertion that the key was removed from that room is a blatant contradiction of fact.
Exiting the room before locking the door would require taking the key outside. But the key was found inside the room, which does seem like a contradiction.
If only we could explain both. Like, how the key could be inside the room and be used to lock the door from the outside.
Oh, Saichi, thank you for your 100 bits. That's very kind of you. Let's see if the defense can respond before Prosecutor Blackwell draws his sword. It'll be fun for me. Go on, try your best.
Slipped it in when the door was opened. Threw it in from outside.
Couldn't have changed the lock. That's
No.
stupid. The outside, the window was... like I said, I've played this before, and I know what happens, but I don't know how. So
Yeah.
I don't remember, like, what's going on here. I just remember, like... Well, we both know who did it because of the opening cutscene.
Yeah.
But,
Well, everybody knows who did it.
yeah, we all saw the opening cutscene. We know it was this freaking extra dude. It was Tenma's aide. But we don't know the how, and we don't know how to prove it. And I don't remember because it's been over 5 years since I've played this game.
Okay, so there's...
But from the outside,
Wait,
the door
hold on.
only... the
I
win-
think I'm getting confused. Let me...
Go ahead. Yeah, vent. Let me...
Yeah. So, there's 2 keys, right?
Uh-huh.
There's the key that Jinxie had on her.
The key that Jinxie has.
Because she's the maid.
Yes.
And then there's the master key,
Master key, yes.
which was the key that Jinxie found.
She
and
found it when she initially stumbled upon the body.
Okay, and she took it with her.
Yes, she took it with her.
Okay. So, the master key is the one we're talking about, right? The key that she found and took with her.
Yes.
And so...
My gut says threw it in from the outside, even though the window was very narrow. Because we found stuff on the window anyway. I don't know if it's related or not, but we did find things in the window.
But they said it was off. There was a cliff.
Yeah, but we still found weird shit hanging, like, that was clung to the window itself. And a key is small enough to throw in that
Wait,
tiny
we
gap.
found something clung to the window?
Yeah, we found hair in the windowsill. Remember?
Was it in the windowsill?
Yeah, it
I
was
thought
in the
it
window.
Was just on the floor.
No, it was in the window.
Oh.
This is the second case in the game, Dimension Dude, so, like, later on in the game, they will not give away who the killer was outright. But because the first case is a tutorial case, and the second case, they are kind of easing you in. So in the opening cutscene that we got, it basically told us who the killer was, but we have no idea how he pulled it off, because it's Phoenix Wright, so they always do stuff ridiculous.
They're just giving you the reassurance that your client didn't do it.
Yeah, your client didn't do it, and you know your client didn't do it. And you know who did do it, but you have no idea how or how to argue it in court because you
Yeah.
don't have the evidence.
Yeah.
And you don't know the whole story of how it happened.
All right, I trust you. So throw it in from outside.
That's my guess.
I'll go with your
That's
guess.
what my gut says.
You know Phoenix Wright better than I do.
But I'm not positive, like I said. I don't remember the specifics of these cases anymore. It's been too long.
What if someone... Well, I don't expect that.
And that's I like it that way though, because you've never played this game. So I like
Right.
that we can both, I don't know, some stuff that I know I feel like is more of a hindrance. Because I don't want to give anything away to you. I want you to have your own experience
Right.
the way that I did.
What if someone threw it in the room from outside? You know, something like go out the hallway door, lock the room, and then toss the key back through the window? That would explain how the master key could be inside the locked room. And where would you throw it from? There's a cliff outside Fox Chambers' window.
Yeah, but...
Throwing the key in from there is an impossibility.
Yeah, but...
Right.
I wonder if the key could have been tossed in from somewhere other than the window, I guess. Well, something, I guess, was tossed out the window.
You know what could have been... How it could have been tossed in? The air duct!
I mean, you're right, but I don't know how to fucking prove... I don't know how to do that.
Other than the window? Yeah, the air duct!
Yep.
This.
Do it where, like, there's no question that you're fingering the air duct.
Is it, you think there
Just
or
a little
this
bit...
box?
No, just a little north of where your cursor is at. Maybe, just a teeny bit. Yeah.
There?
It's gotta be... There's no way that's not the air duct. There you go.
Well, the air vent?
Yes. The window may be out of the question, but the air vent's not.
Oh, that's right. The Fox Chambers air duct. It leads out into the hallway.
Remember that time that we heard Fulbright walking around? Or I did. You didn't.
That's right. The real killer entered the air duct from the vent outside the Fox Chamber. Then dropped the key into the room through the vent inside the chamber.
You can't totally rule it out.
That's preposterous.
Ooh, that explains how the key got in there after it was used to lock the door perfectly. Yeah.
Mr. Justice, I'm afraid I'm a bit confused.
Don't worry. I'll explain it so Your Honor can understand.
Oh, okay.
First, the real killer, disguised as Tim Mataro, murdered the alderman in the Fox Chamber. Then, they fled the room through the hallway door and locked it. Next, they entered the air duct from the vent outside the hallway. Finally, the killer tossed the key into the room through the air vent in the ceiling there. All that was left to do after that was to go back through the duct and flee the manor, and that's why fucking...
And that's when Jinxie saw him.
Yes.
Talk to the beard, because the forehead ain't listening.
Well, Your Honor, could that be any clearer?
Amazing! Even I could follow that.
The judge seems really pleased.
That explains everything.
That explains everything. The real killer was someone dressed up like Tim Mataro. And there was someone else other than the mayor and the alderman in that room.
It's pretty much assured.
Wow, what a turnabout! Oh my god!
So much more attractive now.
God, the gallery is so fucking impressionable.
What do I say?
They're so foppish. Now that I've proved a possibility, now that I've proved a possible third party, I don't see how our client could be guilty.
Especially since he was, you know, drugged and knocked out. You remember that? No?
Valiant effort, Justice Dono, but your final thrust missed the mark.
Oh, we haven't proven that he was drugged yet, have we?
Ugh. that little scamp and the tricksty Tanuki saw the yokai after it left the room.
That they did.
But then what? Did that irksome yokai simply go through the foyer and waltz right out the front door? That's exactly what happened. The killer fled from the... Yeah! That's impossible without being spotted by the foyer's security camera, that is.
Oh yeah, security cameras don't care about superstition.
But you know what you could do? Go into the caretaker's office, undress, and then walk out.
I mean, I don't know.
The electric eye here would have captured any pesky little yokai that tried to escape. I saw you trying to creep up towards there. However, there is no sign of Timataro anywhere in the security footage. What? Save for the foyer entrance. There is no other way to flee the manor, is there?
Well, let's see. Is there any footage of anyone leaving the foyer at the time? Wait! I believe there is one other way to escape besides the foyer entrance.
Oh my god, cutie, please.
There's a large window in the foyer. It's possible to escape there without being seen by the security camera.
Hey, you're right!
I love that he says silence instead of objection.
Must I point out every crucial detail to the defense? It seems you lack not only brains, but investigative prowess to boot.
Rude!
But that's the cliffside of the manor. The only killer escaping that way would be a dead one.
What if he could...
Wait, so the killer didn't escape out the foyer?
I mean, what if he could climb really well? I don't know.
Didn't escape out the foyer window?
Oh, hell yeah, it was priest. What the heck, right?
Ha! I suppose your next proposal is the killer sprouted wings and flew off into the sunset.
Wait. Never mind.
That would mean the killer really was a yokai.
If only we had some sort of evidence that could point to a flying killer.
Who's saying we don't? As completely far-fetched as it might be.
What? You're saying you can prove the killer could fly?
Well, maybe not fly, but fall with style.
Falling with style.
Whoa. I thought I was the only one with the cords of steel.
Sorry, I got excited. It was the heat of the moment.
I can't wait to hear this. Tell me about it.
Your Honor?
What evidence do you have the killer could fly away?
Want to fly away. Present this, bitch! Take a look at this special edition paper. Tenmataro, real or flight of fancy? What does this article prove?
Oh. Did you like my Apollo Justice impression? I've been working on it for like a year now. Flat since you came into my courtroom.
Really good.
I have to admit, I was a secret admirer of your cords of steel, as you put it.
Thanks!
Anyhow, what does the article prove, Mr. Justice?
The photo in that article was taken shortly after the murder.
Yeah, why do they assume the killer is still living? He could have just be... Well, I guess they didn't turn up a body, but still.
No, but they turned up a mask.
They did, but not the mask that we're looking for.
No, unfortunately. Maybe the yokai in the photo is the killer shortly after they fled out the window.
Mr. Justice, you're not seriously suggesting.
There's a photo!
It's
I'm
right there!
serious! I mean, it all adds up.
Look at
It's
it!
totally not shot.
Just look at the picture! Anyway.
The killer disguised as Timataro flew away. You know, by some way or another. He fell with style. It's your brain that has flown the coop. That image is not but a trick photography or some other form of artifice. Okay then, how about the Timataro figure Mr. Filch saw? It vanished into thin air? No, there's a rational, common sense explanation for that. The infernal yokai our tricksy Tanuki witness never reached the entrance. He, or should I say, she, turned back before the camera's electric eye. She? I don't like where this is going one bit. Now, the fact that we know the yokai had come from the Fox Chamber means that it was likely either Mayor Damien Tenma or his daughter, Jinxie Tenma. However, we know that Mayor Tenma was already unconscious at that time. Not good. Not good at all. Do you understand the gravity of the situation now, Justice Dono? The falsified yokai remnants. In the appearance of Tenmataro were the work of one individual.
Don't be rude.
This precious being. And that individual is none other than Jinxie Tenma.
Don't be rude.
This precious babe over here that I can't believe
She
I'm
gave
insulting.
you so much. She gave you a charm and advice on how to help you sleep better at night, and this is how you repay her.
I know, I'm pissed.
It's okay. I do love Blackwell.
No! Jinxie is too... Look at her!
She's such a babe.
She's such a cute maid.
She could never hurt anybody.
The defense will stop competing for the greatest freak out ever. I can't handle it anymore. I'm getting old, you know?
The little scamp was, no doubt, simply trying to protect her father. And it's no wonder that her superstitious mind conjured up this mad masquerade.
Prosecutor Blackwell's assertion makes perfect sense to me, apparently. It's far more convincing than saying the killer escaped by flying out the window.
Did you two believe this could end any other way?
Maybe.
Did we fall right into his trap?
What do we do now, Apollo?
Our case no longer stands without a real yokai. If we only had one. Bailiff, seize her. It's time I interrogated her as the samurai of Yorwood. Wait, no. No.
Uh-oh.
No.
You've angered Sid.
No. Do not interrogate this underage girl the way the samurai of Yorwood.
Well, Rama, he's not accusing her of being the murderer. She's accusing her of being
Covering
an
up
accomplice.
covering up for her dad, yeah.
Yeah, which she would be seized and then tried separately. But it still proves that her dad was the killer, if that's the case. That's who's on trial, is her dad. You want me to get that? Yeah. I scratch your back.
Thanks.
But also, she would never do that because she's a babe.
Yeah. No, look at that babe.
She's a sweet babe.
As we know, in Phoenix Wright.
Oh, and he's a precious dad and would defend his daughter until the end because he's a good dad.
As we know, in Phoenix Wright, if they're precious babes, they're either absolutely a liar or not a liar at all.
Exactly. Did I get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mayor Tenma? Huh. This farce is over.
Bruh.
How does it feel seeing your own daughter accused of cover-up most foul? Tenmataro's true identity is... Now, Mr. Mayor, it would be futile at this point to claim you were the yokai. After all, you'd been knocked out cold by a blow to the skull. Slipping into a yokai costume and roaming about the manor would be all but impossible. consider this well. As it stands, your daughter will be arrested for obstruction of justice. But if you confess, the prosecution would be willing to overlook her little yokai farce.
The prosecution would, but the judge,
The defendant intends to confess?
Wait!
Apollo! Prosecutor Blackwell's up to his mind games again.
Yeah, that's usually what lawyers do. Mayor Tenma, no, don't follow for his twisted words. If you're sent away for murder, Jinxie will be left all alone. The real killer is...
Mayor Tenma's gonna confess unless we do something!
But I can't prove how the real killer would have flown away.
uh-oh.
Caw, 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 caw. Look upon me in despair, for ripe is the time of my return. Uh-oh. I should watch what I wish for. Foolish mortals! I'm Timitaro, the yokai you seek. Mayor Tenma. Silence! I'm Timitaro, freed from the bonds of binding me to the forbidden chamber. Behold the return of the Demon King! What the...
Demon King?
Well, then I think it's time for me to take a vacation!
Mayor Tenma really loves his daughter. He would do anything to protect her.
Oh, but the witness will explain himself! Are you saying you're Senmataro, the yokai we've been chasing this whole time?
Indeed. It is I, Timitaro, the one whom you seek. Come to reveal the truth. This child is Timitaro, you say? Ha! What nonsense! So Mayor Tenma is a yokai now. Ka! 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 His body is now mine.
So you're saying that Tenma is being possessed by you? Normally I would laugh this off, but I've been through a few trials with Phoenix Wright, and I know that he can definitely channel spirits through that lady friend of his. And a yokai that Jinxie Tenma and Phineas Filch saw. And the one captured in the newspaper photo. Those were all you?
The accursed power of these warding charms prevents me from revealing my true form.
I love seeing both of them.
Yeah.
Yo, Daniel! Thanks for the host, Daniel, and I love you, and I love that reference.
Your baldness. Can this not be interpreted as an admission of guilt?
It can be interpreted as an insanity plea. A confession by a yokai would be quite unprecedented. There was that one time that an evil spirit was actually the killer. I remember that quite very, very vividly. She was exercised right here in the courtroom. It was totally bananas. Never seen anything like it.
Hey, Mr. Vegetables, what's up, dude?
Be that as it may, the defense's case has been overturned. What? You claim the yokai that little scamp saw was the third party, the true killer. The one who escaped the locked fox chamber. But it was the accused all along. Ironic, is it not? Your yokai turned out to be real in a manner of speaking. For the alderman's killer is none other than Mayor Tenma. And the yokai of the scene? That too was Mayor Tenma, or should I say, our dear Timitaro. The pieces have all fallen into place.
Not quite.
How so, Prosecutor Blackwell? It seems I must spell it all out for you. Mayor Tenma killed the alderman in the fox chamber, which was locked at the time. He then removed the warning charms from the Forbidden Chamber's door, but then fell unconscious from the blow to the alderman had delivered to his head.
Mm-hmm.
That's when his daughter, Jinxie Timma, stumbled into the scene of the crime. The little scamp fled in terror, whereupon the spirit of Timataro, freed at last from the charm's warding effect, took possession of the mare.
So now you actually are believing in it.
The newly freed Timataro then fled from the fox chamber.
That makes you even crazier than we are. Because we were always just insinuating that it was somebody impersonating Temataro. So we're the crazy ones, but you're gonna be like, oh no, it was really the spirit of Temataro.
So you see, the yokai Jinxie Timma saw was her father possessed by Timataro.
Okay. Bouquet.
Number 2 quote is a good quote.
It is a good quote.
But when we arrived on the scene, the mayor was found unconscious.
Yeah, duh.
How's that possible if he was supposed to have flown out the foyer window? Then what? Do you mean to say the maid of QB Manor, Jinxie Timma, was Timataro?
No! Why does it have to be one or the other?
That too is easily explained.
Oh.
Flew about for a time, I did. Flew about for a time, did I? But presently tired, I made for the Forbidden Chamber. But at last, exhaustion took me unawares in the Fox Chamber, and I knew no more.
Bruh.
It would seem the pieces are still in place.
No, not really.
Is Blackwell up to his tricks again?
I don't know what to say. Is the defendant real alive? I mean, just like I said, normally I would totally dismiss this, but there was that one time where it was real. You know what I mean? Final case from Trials and Trips was crazy. Am I right?
It was.
Order!
Now he's got everyone in the courtroom believing in yokai.
Except for this bitch.
Yeah, she don't care. That girl that's right next to the right of Athena's head, she does not. She checked out like at the beginning of the trial. She doesn't give a shit.
This bitch too.
Oh yeah, there's the same model like to her upper right. She just does not care. Her and her twin. They're like, you cannot tell me that this is real life. No. They've seen way too much Judge Judy and they are bored. Oh shit, whoops.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Anyway.
It's Simon Says on steroids.
Apparently.
Those make your dick small. He wants to convict our client any way he can, even if it means blaming a yokai.
And we would say it's ridiculous, except, like, we can't really have any, we don't have any room to talk.
The proverbial ducks are all in a row.
There was another one, I didn't see it. They're triplets. Amazing.
You should have no qualms about finding the accused guilty or baldness.
This is one of the most bizarre cases in my entire career. Otherworldly, in fact.
Except for that one case.
Except for that one case, where it really was a spirit that killed the person. And then there was that one time where we had to cross-examine a parrot. You remember that? It was crazy weird. It was almost absurd that I even accepted it in the first place, but it wound up actually being really beneficial to the case. Don't forget DL6, fam.
DL6.
Can yokai even be prosecuted under our legal system?
Mayor Timma is just pretending to be Timataro to protect his daughter, duh!
Yeah, this time it's not real, dude. Sorry.
Plus, I already proved how a third party could have escaped from the locked room.
Daniel, I feel you so hard. That's a big mood. That's a big-ass mood.
A verdict at this point would be premature, like ejaculation.
Wow.
Well, I I can't argue that. Since both sides have raised valid points, I've no choice but to...
This is a dark age of law where defense attorneys are not to be trusted.
Oh, but you're okay, are you?
This is a ploy to gain time from them to fabricate evidence. How will I sleep tonight?
In a jail cell.
No, you will not let the sun rise on the mayor's day of reckoning, Justice Dono.
In a jail cell. Vegetables, dude, you're the best.
I won't fabricate any evidence. And prove it by joining me.
Nunny.
A night in the clink will ensure you will not succumb to temptation.
What?
How about I promise just not to succumb to anything?
Why do I need to spend the night in jail?
We both have evidence in your confession. The killer is this yokai before us. It's beyond dispute.
No. Ah! Oh, shit!
A guilty verdict is all, but... Ah! What's wrong with him?
Prosecutor Blackwell, we've had enough of your hijinks! The foundation of justice is fair play, and you're in serious violation of that!
God damn it. What in the devil was that? Fulbright, have you tampered with my shackles in some manner?
It seems you found that quite shocking. It's my special jolt of justice device. Each press is a shocking reminder to behave. It's kinky, right?
Shall we unless I suck Blackwell Bell to...
Your Honor! You need not fear now. I believe Prosecutor Blackwell will remain on his best behavior.
Oh my god, how could anyone not ship this?
I love you.
Bit late with the reassurances, aren't we, Detective?
Well, that was weird, but in that case, this concludes today's deliberations, I suppose. Prosecution and defense will use this opportunity to further their investigations. This court is adjourned. I need to go take a shower or something.
We got a little too steamy in there for you, between Fulbright and fucking Blackwell.
Everybody should at least get a glass of water. This is your reminder to stay hydrated. Water is good for you. Oh, is it hot in here, or is it just me?
The tension between these two men.
Yay, we're on an investigation day. Those are the best.
Yeah.
And we still have time left so we can investigate for real.
I love you, Daniel.
Oh, wait, no. Wait.
I do my best since I am a female and not an old man.
Trying to do a demon voice when you're a female and not an old man is fucking dumb.
No, you're better at dudes than I. You're good at the dude man voice. That's why I give you all the dude voices.
I am not good at dude voices.
Shut up.
I could maybe do a young boy.
But
maybe.
but you understand dudes better than I do. Probably.
Well, it's because I'm half dude.
Y'all mind if I nut? Yes. It's okay, go ahead.
Write anything, agency.
Having a yokai testify in court is unprecedented, to say the least.
I am Temataro and I am the yokai you seek. That didn't just happen.
Wow.
How could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tim suddenly become a demon?
For his daughter, duh.
Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell is playing along.
Of course he is, so he can win.
I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. I'll see you in a bit.
Stay fit, homie. Wait, what about the investigation?
It's good to keep a clear mind, you know?
Back! Ah!
Whoa! Trucy! Welcome back. Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work?
No, I just wear this all the time. Yep, I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick is Polly's tightrope style defense trick. I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all of this craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in their escape.
And whoever did that was the 10 Matara that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw.
Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air duct.
The real fight starts now.
Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear.
Aw, thanks, Trucy.
In her panties! 3, 2, 1, ta-da!
She's the best. I love her.
She is so cute.
Ah.
I wonder where all that stuff goes.
It's like the hand. Even Okuyasu doesn't know where it goes. Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vamonos, Apollo, vamonos! Andale, andale!
The panty dimension. Trucy is great, and Athena is great, and all of these characters
So
are
many
just great.
Babes. Yo, let's get hype.
What up, Hype? How have you been? I haven't seen you in a while, like, around Twitch in general. I hope you've been doing well, my dude. I hope you've been hype as fuck.
Right, QB Manor. I'm gonna eat an olive.
Proofs of the panty dimension. Hell yeah. The magic panties trick is the best. Trucy forever win in my heart. Detective Fulbright, fancy meeting you here. Do you mind if we search the air duct?
Well, since you are really on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so...
I wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial.
Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. He's also having sex with an inmate.
I can see how that's compromising for him.
It'll
Ew.
probably take a while for him to recover.
Sorry. Zarko, what's up, dude? Does Athena have God Hand? We don't talk about the God Hand here. It's off limits. I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do.
Don't feel bad for him. He's getting his rocks off.
Let's go get the evidence we need.
The air duct is the key. We know that Timataro impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the fox chamber through the hallway door.
Right.
Then, after locking the door from the outside,
To make it look like a locked room murder.
the killer entered the air duct from the hallway.
Because it would have been impossible to enter it from the fox chamber. It's too high.
Right. Even though I still stand that you could
Nice.
stand on that Tanuki statue,
But not
you're-
without disturbing it.
But not without disturbing it, you're right. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the fox chamber through the air vent here. 'Cause I'm pretty sure if someone my height stood on the Tanuki statue, I could jump. Well, not jump, but
You
I
could probably curl your fingers around it and pull yourself up through your
Yeah.
upper body strength. But then the statue would have been directly below the air vent and not by the door.
Or disturbed. You're right. It would have been disturbed.
Yeah, or you would have kicked it over by accident.
Uh-huh. You're absolutely right.
Dude, all the music in this is fucking good as shit, dude. Ace Attorney always has good music.
Then went back through the duct and fled the manor.
Unfortunately, I can't enjoy it unless I go back and watch the VODs, because we have to keep it low. Because we don't have headphones.
That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created.
If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there. Like, I don't know.
Sicey, you're right.
Ooh, stay in the Silver Fox chamber. Is there a Silver Fox chamber? Because I would stay in it.
I would stay in it. God, I love gilfs.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that.
Or if we were stupidly lucky, maybe there would be some blood in there.
Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up. Why don't you just go through the one through the hallway?
Or you could just get a stepladder because I bought one. Happy hunting! Yes! That is a stepladder this time. See? That's not a traditional ladder.
See, this is where we differ. Because I think...
Ladders don't have two parts, Sid!
See, this is where we differ. Because to me, a stepladder would be a ladder that's no more than 3 to 4 steps. That would be a stepladder.
No! Plus, if you don't count the support, that does, well, it has 5 steps. But still, a ladder doesn't have its own support. It's just one fucking thing.
See, Daniel agrees with me.
Yo, Daniel, square the fuck up. I'll look it up right now.
Exactly.
Hey, Google! Hey, Google! What is the definition of a ladder versus a stepladder? It's thinking about it. Shit. Whoops. What is the definition of a ladder versus a stepladder?
According to Merriam-Webster, a ladder that has wide, flat steps and 2 pairs of legs which are connected at the top and that opens at the bottom so that it can stand without being attached to or supported by something else.
Wait, that's stepladder though. It says stepladder in it. Definition of a ladder.
Look at everyone. Everyone is agreeing
A
with me.
structure consisting of a series of bars or steps between 2 upright lengths of wood, metal, or rope used for climbing up or down something.
I'm gonna fucking actually Google this instead of asking Google Assistant. Because it said actually stepladder when it was talking to me. We're gonna fucking dispel this right now.
Well, Nim says extension ladder and step ladder are 2 different types of ladders. So maybe this is an extension ladder.
Maybe? No, we're gonna figure this out right now.
Nim says,
I love that when I Google ladder versus stepladder, the first thing that comes up is Ace Attorney.
That's funny though. Nims does agree with you.
Yes!
That the picture is of a step ladder.
That's a stepladder!
I'm just saying, I don't care what the actual definition is. We all know that colloquially, a step ladder is a ladder that is 2 to 4, or it's 3 to 4 steps.
Oh my god! Ladders.net will tell me the answer. Not Ace Attorney related, is literally www.ladders.net.
I'm just saying.
Hey, check this out. Step ladders. Oh my
wait.
goodness, look at that. It's got 5 steps.
Oh wait, technically it's both right and wrong.
It's a step ladder. It literally says on ladders.net.
Extension ladder is the 2-piece that slides upwards. It's way to be the biggest step. Oh fuck, ladders.net. Oh no.
Yeah, no.
There's some real ladders.
You want to see? I'll drop this shit in chat. You guys want to see it?
I'm just saying.
I'll send it to you.
We all know
That's a step ladder.
what colloquially a step ladder means. What a step ladder means to a common folk individual
Bitch, I don't know what you're talking about.
is a ladder that's 3 to 4 steps. This is a regular ladder.
I still look at it like a step ladder, and I always have.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm not wrong, but it's okay for you to just say that like that without even. Here's here's ladders.net. I'm pretty sure ladders.net knows what the fuck they're talking about. So.
You're a ladder. Just because something's called ladders.net doesn't mean that it's automatically right.
Okay, well,
It's not ladders.
You want to ask?
Look, you want to ask Wikipedia? We can ask Wikipedia if you find them to be a credible source.
No, it's just that you're saying it ladders.net. Like, it's like fucking ladders.org or ladders.gov.
Because when I Google it, it only comes up with Ace Attorney references until ladders.net, Sid. Because no one cares until we're talking about Ace Attorney.
But I'm just saying. Ladders.net isn't as creditable as ladders.gov would be.
Oh my lord, Sid.
That's what college taught me.
No, it's a stepladder. Shut up. Even without Ace Attorney, I would call it a stepladder. I would call, I don't know, like a little tiny thing to be like a stool rather than a stepladder.
Wait, no, hold on. We gonna have to fight about that because that is not a stool. A stool is a four-legged, like,
I mean, I technically know that you're right, but I would still classify something that was really short to be like a stool rather than a stepladder. When the word ladder is added to it, my brain puts it as something that's taller. A ladder is only one-sided and a stepladder is two-sided.
This may be the actual definition of stepladder is the ladder that has two sides versus just the one. But I'm just saying, when you say stepladder, my brain automatically thinks of a ladder kind of shaped like this that's like 3 to 4 steps at max.
Here's the AmericanLadderInstitute.org. Does that help? It says the stepladder is a self-supporting portable ladder that is non-adjustable in length, with flat steps and a hinged design for ease of storage. Does the .org help? Here's some... I'm dropping sources everywhere. Where are your sources at? Here you go, guys. Have some more sources that support my argument. Square the fuck up, Sid. Where are your sources at?
I'm talking about colloquially. I'm not talking about actual
I'm putting cold hard facts out there in chat. I don't know what you doing with your life.
I'm talking about jargon. Modern day speak.
I'm sorry. I was just using facts. Here's an AmericanLaddersInstitute.org on actual ladders.
Says the person who thinks tryst is an old English word.
It is.
It's not.
Chat, be honest with me when you're not, other than Sid. Chat, when was the last time you heard the word tryst? Tell me, honestly, when you last saw the word tryst.
I want you to know.
Do you even know what the word tryst means, chat?
I want you to know.
It's okay if you do, but tell me the last time you actually saw it in day-to-day speech.
No, I want to talk to you about something, though. The reason I bring this up, funnily enough, is because me and Cookie were talking about it today. And I was like,
You're both theater nerds!
Knowing what the word tryst is has nothing to do with theater!
It does a little bit.
No, it doesn't!
It does a little bit. You're
a theater nerd and you didn't know what a tryst was!
Because I have no interest in, like, old shit.
It's not old!
Okay, talk to me about modern shit you've used the word tryst in.
It's novels!
When? Where? Which novels?
I don't know! Fucking novels!
Which novels?
I don't know! They're used in novels, though!
You say that, but you have no novels. I read? I've never fucking heard the word tryst! Give me novels and I will totally agree with you. But I've got nothing, and you've got nothing.
The word
You
keep saying shit like, it's because you went to college, or because you're a theater nerd. I've known about the word tryst since I was in middle school.
Yeah, but why? From what?
It's just a word.
From what?
It's just a word I've known.
Yeah, but you had to have known it from something.
I don't know.
It didn't just pop into your brain. You definitely know it from something.
Okay, Kemi, where did you fucking learn all of the words from the English language from?
Because they're used in everyday speak and the word tryst is not.
Tryst is!
I've never heard you say the word tryst in all the time I've ever known you. Until we played the 7th Guest and then you were like, oh, I know what that word is.
How do you know any of the words you speak?
Because I use them every day and I have never used the word tryst. And neither have you, Daniel, and all the time I have known you. And never have you, Sid, and all the time I have known you.
Thank you! Thank you, Dimension Dude. Tryst is sometimes used in newspaper articles, usually involving politicians or celebrities. Bam!
Okay, but I don't read about celebrities, but I do read about politicians, and I have never heard the word tryst.
Because tryst is usually involved when there's an affair.
There's a bunch of affairs going on right now in politics, and I've never fucking heard it used. That's the thing, though. In what context would you use the word tryst? Because it's old as shit, and no one uses it anymore.
How many trysts am I having?
What if you trysted on a ladder, though? What if you trysted on a ladder? We should make a new word for if you were to have a tryst on a ladder.
Nobody. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know what the word elope means, because the word elope is actually used, and the word tryst is not.
It is, though.
It's not, though.
It is.
You keep saying that, but you aren't giving me any sources.
Look at chat. Chat is like,
Chat's
whoa.
still not giving me any sources. Give me sources! I want to see them!
I don't have my phone on me.
Here's my
otherwise
phone. Here you
I
go.
would totally fucking do it for you.
You can make fun of me for being dyslexic. Go ahead, give me sources. I want them. Give them to me. I want the receipts. Give me your receipts and I'll believe you. How nice of her to volunteer me for the job.
Well, let's see here. There's a nightclub in Los Angeles called Tryst.
Said, do we live in Los Angeles? We don't.
Oh, I'm sorry, Las Vegas, not Los Angeles.
We don't even live in Las Vegas. We live on the opposite
But
coast.
you're saying that it's not a word used in everyday life. It's a nightclub called Tryst.
We don't live there. I am speaking with hands. Oh my god, you know me too well. Look, you guys are just not giving me any of these fucking receipts.
There's also a coffee shop named Tryst.
These aren't used in context, though. How am I supposed to, if I go to a coffee shop, am I gonna assume that this is like an affair, that I'm going to a coffee shop? Like, what's going on here? What the fuck do I want? I want fucking receipts. You guys say that Tryst is used all the time, so you should have plenty of fucking shit, like articles.
Tryst is a competitive real-time strategy game that provides unique, fast-paced spin on established strategy model. It's a fucking video game,
Actually,
Kemi.
now that you mention, I think I've heard of the video game. But I'm serious though. Where are the articles at? Is Tryst being used all the time in like news articles and in novels? Because you kept saying that they were used in novels, but you haven't told me any.
Tryst, novel by Eswith Thane,
When was it published?
1939.
Thank you.
Just because it was a word that was used in olden language doesn't mean it's a word that's outdated.
Yes, it is.
No.
I'm not saying it's never used, but it's definitely an outdated word because most people use like elope and other type words.
Elope wouldn't be. They're nothing alike. Tryst and elope have nothing to do with each other.
Fucking goddamn it! Remind me exactly the definition of tryst because I thought of it as like an affair type thing.
Tryst is a romantic rendezvous between lovers, but usually in modern terms, when people use the word tryst, it's because they're talking about someone having an affair with
Why
someone
wouldn't they
else.
just say the word affair? Because they probably do, and they don't use the word tryst.
They use the word tryst.
In modern times, that's what I want. Give me where are the receipts
Elope
at?
implies marriage. Actually, it doesn't even imply marriage. It literally means
No, I'll
marriage.
give you that. That's true.
Also, 1939 is Old English? Wouldn't
Yes.
Old English be like 18th century? That
No,
would be Old
1930s
English.
is not today, Sid. That was like a real fucking long time ago.
That would still be modern English.
But it's almost 100 years ago, Sid. I'm
that
talking
would still be modern
I'm
English.
talking about today.
No, you said Old English.
I'm talking about.
Old English would be 18th century.
Okay, well, you can go ahead and pick on that, but I'm talking about in my
Well,
lifetime.
just like you can go ahead and pick on stepladder.
I'm talking about in my lifetime. I put receipts out from Stepladder.
Well, I'm putting receipts out to you for Tryst.
No, you're not.
1939.
That's not in my lifetime.
Just because it's not in your lifetime doesn't mean that it's old.
That's what I'm telling. Okay, now I'm telling you that that's what I mean by modern. In my lifetime. In your lifetime.
There are lots of things that are not in your lifetime that aren't old. I'm just saying.
That's not what I'm arguing with you.
Girl, you 28.
You deflecting.
I ain't deflecting.
That's not what I'm. That's not my argument.
You're
I
arguing.
just literally told you that I'm rephrasing what I mean to. I've never heard tryst used in my lifetime. In my lifetime, I have never heard tryst used in a novel or in the news.
But see, that's why I'm arguing it with you, though, because you kept referring to it as Old English.
And I was wrong.
When I think Old English, I think like Shakespeare.
Right, that's not what I meant, and I was wrong. I'm talking about today. Who uses tryst today?
Well, some people still do, but it's
But
not
I don't
as
actually
commonly
know who
used.
those people are.
I mean, obviously, people who would name their nightclub tryst.
I guess so, but like, I don't fucking know what that means. I would just go to a nightclub and
Oh
be like,
shit,
"This is
nobody
name."
giving receipts.
Thanks, nobody! Thank you, that's all I wanted. If you gave me receipts, I would be like, you're right. No, that's why this whole argument started, because in all the time that I've ever known Sid, and I've known her for a long time, she's never used the word tryst, and then she like a badass solved this random puzzle in the 7th guest, and she was like, you guys don't know what a tryst is? And I was like, what? No, because you've literally never said it, ever. And she was like, yeah, that's a word that everyone uses. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, yeah, everyone knows what tryst is. And I was like, no, nobody knows what tryst is, because nobody uses it.
I mean, I'll give you... Okay, alright. You know what? I will concede. I concede that tryst is not a slang use word of today. But a lot of people know what the word tryst means.
I'll concede that just because of the receipts that I got from nobody, and the Benjamin dude saying that it appears in the New York Times in 38 articles in 2017. As long as I have proof of that, then I will concede and be like, I was wrong and ignorant, and now I know. But you were just like, everybody knows, and I was like, who is everyone? You have to put fucking facts out there. And also, that's a stepladder, and I already gave you receipts, and you didn't give me any otherwise. So, as far as we know, that's a stepladder, so...
I conceded to that
Y'all
being...
can step these nuts!
I conceded to that being technically a stepladder.
You did. Thank you. I'm talking to Daniel, though. Daniel wants to fight me, and Daniel needs to square up. Anyways, let's move on.
So...
Sorry, Ace Attorney streams, we like to go on rants.
Also, for anybody who's curious, we were not fighting.
Yeah, we're not actually mad at each other. Sorry, we feel like we have to clarify because of the JoJo argument where we, like, got real heated.
Yeah.
But we're not really angry with each other.
We're not really angry. We're actually been grinning at each other this whole time.
This is why a webcam would be good, except we don't like to webcam when we're voice acting, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not... Yeah, see... Fucking Zucox doesn't know because I don't think we've seen you in here before. We're not actually angry.
We're not actually angry or fighting. We're just fucking...
We like to get heated because I love to fight people, and Sid does not normally, so I get real excited and really... Like, I overcompensate when Sid finally decides to fight with me, because no one likes to fight with me, and it kills me.
Especially not me, because I'm...
Yeah, normally I fight with Daniel, because Daniel loves to fight me, and I love it.
No, I just play it up sometimes because I know Kemi loves it.
Daniel,
And I love
square up
Kemi.
thought, and I love you too. Anyways, let's move on. We're investigating. Yes,
Okay.
nice to volunteer.
How nice of her to volunteer me for the job.
Daniel, I live for Daniel.
Kemi is a warrior at heart.
I just want to be competitive with somebody, and Sid is anti-competitive.
I'm so not
I can't play video games against her because she's like, yay, good job, you did it. And I'm like, I wanted to shit talk you.
No, it's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing.
Whoa, you okay?
There's a thick layer of dust in here.
It's also Ace Attorney. We love to go on rants on Ace Attorney.
I don't get it.
Did you find anything, or... Yikes! Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust. Gross.
Yeah, dust. Lots of dust.
So, what did you find?
You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time?
Yeah, like Mr. 8's desk back at the office.
Oh, shit!
Oh! Yeah, it's my Italian.
Right. You think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail?
I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting... No one's gone through that duct lately?
Kinda looks that way. And if it's true, Mayor Tenma is going to be fingered as the killer.
You said fingered.
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
But...
We don't turn things around quickly.
In justice we trust! Ah! Sorry, I was here the whole time! Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed. Come on, Controller, do it.
Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden.
Because he's sucking on that dick. And I'm back to my old devastated self.
Oh, come on! Where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man! Bring it on!
Let me suffer in peace.
Ha ha! Justice prevails once more!
You're screwing an inmate.
Yes, but my justice is still the most just, if you know what I'm saying.
It's not over yet! And besides, kicking someone when they're down is just what bad guys do.
Are you calling me a bad guy? Me? Bobby Fulbright? The champion of justice?
Then how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here.
She's so cute.
Information? About the investigation?
Look at that O face. You know he sucked dick.
I know, right? Well, alright. But I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again! Understood?
We did it, Apollo.
Yeah, but how long can we keep this up?
As long as we need to.
He's a dummy.
He is messing up evidence, except I guess the evidence was really that nobody was in the duct in the first place.
The duct was too obvious.
Yeah.
I went for it, but it was too obvious.
It was too obvious. In an Ace Attorney game? For shame. I can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop that low. I mean, to pinning the blame on a yokai? He really wants a conviction at all costs.
She could give a yokai a run for its money when she's mad. When she's mad.
Which he mailed.
Yes, well.
Also, can I just say, Fulbright, I love the aviators.
Thank you. They're aviators of justice. I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak.
He's probably legit doing it too.
Probably.
But I doubt that'll teach him anything.
Yeah, he'll probably just write daughtered 1,000 times.
That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted that yokai stuff. Planted it in an effort to protect her father, the real killer.
Yeah, right. I'd like to see him prove it.
Whoa, calm down! He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. It was at the base of the cliff just outside Kyubi Manor.
Really now?
How convenient.
Wait. That isn't the staff Tim Mataro was supposedly carrying, is it?
The one and only. I am the one and only. Miss Tenma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done.
Is that right?
No way! What? Well, what about Prince? I don't think so.
Sorry if anyone gets that. Nope, no prints. But if she was wearing a costume, then there wouldn't be any anyway.
Well, prince or no prince, it's not going to work in our favor. Sounds like the staff might have belonged to the mansion. But if that's the case, Then where in the mansion did Timataro get it from?
The amazing Ninetales!
Amazing.
Did Prosecutor Brackwell figure out that the victim was the amazing Ninetales?
He did indeed. He's a sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal merger in the victim's past. The amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger. And Mayor Damien Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered the great hero. The amazing Ninetales fans are so angry they even tried to storm the detention center.
I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestling hero was murdered.
I know if my favorite masked wrestling hero was murdered.
I feel bad for that stoic guard that's always in there. I mean, he's just trying to live his life and get a paycheck, you know what I'm saying? Thanks, Dimension 2. I love Animaniacs. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened.
Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the amazing Ninetales?
Yeah, she totally is.
She is.
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate.
We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison.
What? No! Did you forget that Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father, but our client?
Oh yeah. I guess I did forget.
You be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history. I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of our figure 4 leg lock.
Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any other new developments we should know?
Now that you mention it, our suspect is suffering a partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something.
He did? What did he say?
He remembered that my theme song is amazing, and he said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words were, "I'm under no obligation to speak with you, mortals," and other things of that nature.
Why is everyone in Phoenix Wright so cute?
I don't know, man.
I wonder what Mayor Tenma remembered.
Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell's busy questioning him. I know! Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids?
What now, Apollo?
How about regrouping back at the agency? And also, Fulbright, you're kind of a dick.
I know!
Good idea. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there.
Did you see the Grumps playing goofball goals? Was it recent? I don't know if I did.
I think that is recent.
I've been way into their Majora's Mask playthrough recently, and I've been trying to get into. They were playing a Barbie game, and I'm like way into that too, but I haven't started it yet. But I don't think I've seen that. Oh, it's today? No, I have not, but I will tomorrow. I guarantee it.
Fine.
It would depend on who's performing the leg lock. Yo, one-offs are my jam. I mean, I love the Grumps altogether, but nothing satisfies me more than a one-off.
Yeah, a good one-off is... Mwah.
Mwah.
Or even, well, it depends on the one-off. Because, like...
Most of the time, I'm way into it.
No, most of the time I'm way into it, too. But I prefer, like, the one-offs that go into, like, the 20-minute range.
Yes.
But, if I can't get a 20-minute one-off, I like the one-offs that are, like, 4 episodes.
Yes.
Or, like, 2 episodes.
I'm into it.
Those are real good.
So, I'll be listening. I won't be watching it, but I'll be listening to it tomorrow while I work.
Maybe I'll go read over some past cases.
And I'll go do some research on some exorcisms?
Yeah, Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out. How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of a cliff and there's only one way down. In other words, business as usual, right?
I love Trixie.
Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time, it's like we're bound and gagged, too.
Oh, I'm into that. Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up.
Oh, and monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds rough.
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey, Apollo. Oh, and Athena's here, too.
Mr. Wright. Hey, Daddy.
How goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena?
The investigation just got more handsome. He cleans up so well, even now.
He's so precious.
I think it's safe to say that things have gotten hairier than before.
Really? What happened?
Talk
to Feeny!
Talk to me, baby.
I was watching you two this morning from the gallery.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was one tough day in court, to say the least.
You've had worse.
I know. I've never had to defend a yokai before. That business about locked room was another major hurdle.
Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice.
At least you figured out someone could have escaped from the Forbidden Chamber. Yeah, well, we found out our reasoning might have been a tad flawed. Oh, really? Well, that's bad news.
Meanie, please. How are we gonna get out of this one?
The worst of times are when when lawyers have to come... Wait. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
He stole that from Godot.
Force a smile?
Yeah. My mentor taught me that, back when I was still learning the trade.
And she learned it from Godot.
I was about to say. She also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck. Return to the basics?
Yeah, when everything is impossible, the only thing remaining has to be the truth. At least that's what Mia always said. Never forget, they reference that in literally every game!
That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. Unless they're a lying bitch.
That almost never happens. There's only been like 2 cases where your victim turned out to be a shitbag.
That is
Or
a
victim.
lawyer's greatest and most
Client.
trusted weapon.
But even when your client was an asshole, they weren't actually the killer. They were just related to it somehow.
The basics. Always believe in your client, huh? You and Athena.
Yeah.
That sounds a little...
Yeah, how do you know each other?
So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena? I met her during a trip to Europe.
They let everybody graduate young there, you know?
Ah! You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before? My boyfriend lives in Europe. I mean, yeah, I went there a few times to study the various legal systems over there. Totally not to bang Edgeworth.
Or one legal system in particular.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law.
Well, you know.
I did, but an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so...
You know, legal work. Quote
Legal
unquote.
work. AKA, he needed that ass fucked.
Shh, what? Subtlety, Sid. Subtlety.
Oh,
We're talking in innuendos right now.
I guess you were never very far from the courtroom then.
It was like fate brought us together.
Cute.
It's thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer at all.
I knew she was lawyer material from the moment I met her. I have high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions.
Oh, it's nothing special.
I love that face.
I know.
She's so cute.
And Widget's so happy.
Maybe I've underestimated that analytical psychology of hers. Just that tiny little thing, analytical psychology.
I know. It's not like it's helpful at all in any way, shape, or form.
It's just... I thought that if my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I had to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. And that's when I really started hitting the books hard.
I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer.
Wow.
And at the tender age of 18, it was. Wow, that's almost superhuman. Or personal. Like she's trying to help somebody she knows.
Alright. I'm totally pumped up after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you're stuck. Keep believing in my client. Right. Mr. Wright? Yes. I'm going to visit our client again. I think that's a good idea.
I do too.
Alright. Time to see what's new down at the detention center.
I also have to say that Phoenix's laugh animation is a gem.
Mm-hmm.
And entirely new to this game in particular, and I love it. It gives me life.
Mayor Tenma, we wanted to talk to you about something.
It's time to wreck Sid's voice.
Ka ka ka. So my minions have returned.
Apollo, he still thinks he's a yokai.
I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk to Mayor Tenma again.
Silence, peddler of the legal trade! Free me from this imprisoning walls with great haste!
Wow. He's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. I'm starting to wonder if we should even be helping him with win his freedom.
Still, we can't let Mayor Tenma stay possessed. You know what I mean?
If you can clear me of these charges, I shall help in whatever manner I may. Now ask of me what you will!
I suppose it's worth a shot.
The guard in the background is still like, I am so over all of this shit.
What you remember? Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me.
Indeed I have. I've regurgitated this key but a short while ago.
What?
Behold the key of the Forbidden Chamber.
Whoa! Is regurgitation one of your demonic powers too?
Bah! I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks! Take the key from the killer, did Damien, whereupon he swallowed it. He sought to bar the killer entry to the Forbidden Chamber.
So he wanted to keep it shut tight.
Nice.
But no fingerprints shall you find upon that key.
How did you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then?
What?
Foolish mortal, you would have me, Timataro, act like some asinine alchemist. But I asked the jailer, and my will was done. Quite eagerly, I must add. Cow, cow, cow.
Always an honor to serve, your malevolence! I'm a Satanist at home.
Guess I'm not the only one he scares with the living he scares the living daylights out of.
I wouldn't actually be a Satanist. I'd be, what is it?
Luciferian.
Luciferian. Satanist is
mama.
not the proper term.
Yes.
Don't want to spread that misinformation. Satanists do not worship Satan.
They're pretty much atheists.
Yeah, basically. Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door.
Curse that infernal door. But if I'd known its manner of opening long, long ago, would have I made my return.
Bruh. He has a point there.
Maybe Jinxie knows something about how this whole thing works. It is midnight.
Well, let's do the feathers and tracks and then we'll call it. Because then we'll
Okay.
probably need to move locations. And then we can pick up where we were and know where we were at.
Okay, fair enough. Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing?
Indeed, the remnants of Temataro, king of the underworld, they be.
Well.
The day when I once again dominate the mortal world is at hand. Gah, gah, gah.
They could analyze the fibers of the feathers and... Okay. The prosecution claims the feathers and tracks were planted by Jinxie.
What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend my little Jinxie at once.
Huh? Mayor Tenma, is that you?
Well now, Damien appears to still reside within this body. I should have expected as much from a descendant of mine. Be silent now, Damien!
I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. You didn't kill Alderman Cuby, did you?
I've killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been misconstructed. The murderer is not I. For I had slain that mortal. Raging hellfire would have Whoa.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yikes.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
So you're saying there must have been somebody else there? Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he'd been clubbed with the statue. I'd better ask about this too.
And then we can go to bed.
Wait.
Because, there's only so much... It probably just wants you to present it.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll have to go actually check out the crime scene again. Which is what we'll do next time.
Present the statue.
Presento!
What might I ask is that? The statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Tenma over the head with it. It had also been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder.
Let me see whether Damien knows about such a thing. Yes, something wrapped in such a cloth he does recall. A secret gift from Alderman Cuby, it would seem. He, however, had not chanced to see it till now, for the cloth did conceal it.
Huh.
Maybe the cloth fell off or was removed after the mayor was struck.
Of that Damien does not know.
A secret gift. Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Maybe Jinxie knows something about it. I should question him about the blackmail letter too. Let's see what he says when I show it to him.
We only have so much evidence.
That's Jinxie's statement. And
Blackmail.
yeah.
This guy should go into theater. He's pretty good at this.
Why, this is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien.
Show enough.
Apparently somebody slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tenma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Gah, gah, gah. You have questions, do you? Very well, ask away, mortal.
Promise.
Who placed this in the alderman's pocket?
Very few they knew who the letter was in Damien's briefcase.
I bet his aide did.
So, whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is a potential suspect in its theft and the placement on the alderman's pocket.
Yep.
Could it have been his doing?
Probably.
I mean, Taro, did you just remember something?
Indeed I did. There was but one other who knew of that letter. Damien's aide, Florence LaBelle.
The obvious killer.
Full knowledge of that briefcase content that aide possesses.
Then he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we were looking for.
I mean, just look at that face.
That is preposterous!
I mean, have you... Just look at him.
He's a most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien.
Bruh.
It seems like Mayor Tenma is a bit too trusting of those around him.
Still, this is huge. Now we know who might have slipped that blackmail letter into the alderman's pocket. Look out, Florence LaBelle.
Here comes justice.
Let's go find Mr. LaBelle and rake him over the coals.
Ooh, I like that idea, Athena.
And we're gonna do it next time.
You're so saucy. Thanks for the help. You've just given us a major lead.
There's something that still bothers me. If Mr. LaBelle is the killer, what could have motivated him to open the Forbidden Chamber?
Cause all this suspicious ruckus. We should probably search it for clues.
Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole?
Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help.
Oakley dokley.
He looks like he's just like grabbing on some boobs.
Yeah, he looks like he's fondling an invisible titty. Anyway, saved a game.
I will.
Everybody's
Yes,
gonna
ma'am.
see it. Everybody sees it. We saved the game. We're not gonna lose our save file again.
Overwrite the select data.
You better believe it.
Yes.
And we're gonna find a sick host for the night. Who's online tonight? Let's find out.
Who's online?
Thanks for hanging out.